Y'all, all we can say tonight is finally, finally, finally. Yes, welcome back to the Brandy Yvonne channel. I'm your girl, Brandy Yvonne. Here at my channel, we do fun reviews, recaps, and discussions of all of our favorite shows, y'all. Tonight, as you can see, we are finally discussing the end. Thank you, Jesus. The end of Married at First Sight, season Married at First Sight Denver. Season 17, episode 23, second time's the charm with a question mark, and it ain't the charm. It ain't. Okay, we learned from tonight's episode that it is not. I had to make sure I had that title right and my background right. Anyway, I said finally, 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 because y'all know we have been long suffering this season, okay? Enduring many hard things this season. I meant to put on a jacket and I forgot again. Cause it is cold. Is it cold where y'all live? 'Cause it is cold in California. This is not right for March going on April. We should be in 75s. I don't know what's going on. But anywho, and it rained a little bit. Anyway. Um, oh, also I want to just send up prayers for those people who live in Baltimore and that whole Baltimore bridge situation. We just pray that, the families are of the victims, that they, have our thoughts and prayers with them and everything going on with that situation. I didn't want to forget to say that, y'all. But anyway, before we get into it all, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. It is a growing channel. We're less than 20 away to our next goal. So I would appreciate if y'all help me make that happen, especially before the end of March while it's still Women's History Month, okay? And next month is my birthday month, so y'all ain't got no excuse. Also, comment down below. Let me know what y'all thought of this episode. Share the video where you got to show your content. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Turn on your post bell notifications. Y'all, I'm getting a little lost in the algorithm again. I feel like YouTube be going through phases. Like you'll be doing real good. And then you get lost in the sauce. So we definitely need help getting through this crazy algorithm, y'all. Let's get this video done. I'm just so happy to be at the finale. I'm so happy to be at the finale. I see, look, I came here for y'all. I didn't give y'all a short. I came down here to the camera for y'all, okay? Let's get to the video. We just gonna talk about the episode, okay? I had to plug in my laptop. We just gonna talk about it, okay? So of course we know it was Chloe and Michael's decision day, and we'll save that for the end because that's where we got the meat and potatoes of that. Um, so we're not gonna go in any particular order. We'll just talk about what happened. Chloe did meet up with her friend. What's his name? Caesar, to talk about how she feels about Michael. She want to be with him, but she don't really know. She's feeling unsure. He's surprised because before she seemed all sure. She's all happy. She's on La La Land, and now she's not sure, and he's not sure, and they don't know what they're gonna do. Anyway, she says she can't imagine her life without Michael. Okay, girl. So then I guess everybody's getting ready to meet up at the bar. I'm so tired of these people meeting up. I'm so tired of it. Like we didn't ask for this. Lifetime, y'all got it all wrong. We didn't ask for this. So Becca said, she's a little anxious about seeing Austin. Her and Austin have been texting here and there. They both share. And she said, she still really likes Austin, and so she doesn't know how she's gonna be to see him. Emily said she doesn't know if Brennan's gonna be there or not, but her intentions are just to move forward. Girl, your intentions was to start some mess. Okay, you intend to start mess every time you get the girls together in front of the men, and when you on the after party with Keisha Knight pulling him. And I say Keisha Knight, I know she be going through it every time Emily come to the after party. I feel sorry for her tonight. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that party a little bit when we talk more about Emily later on. So anywho, Austin said, he hasn't seen Becca in a while, and they share some texts, and we're gonna see what happens. All right. So they get down to the bar. Claire couldn't come because she at work. Emily's like, who wants to do therapy this late at night? Somebody does, Emily, okay? Brennan was not there. Emily was like, well, where's Brennan? So Ryan's like, well, I just know he had like a baseball game. That's all I know. And so Emily is like, oh, his little intramural sports are so important, like not hashing things out. He doesn't want to be there. Oh, that's just great. You could tell Emily wanted Brennan there so bad. She wanted Brennan there so bad because, girl, why are you pressed? She wanted him there so bad. So Emily and Brennan are not there as well as Cameron. I mean, not Emily. Claire and Brennan are not there. And Cameron's not there as well. Now we know Cameron had heart surgery recently, right? I believe he shared it on one of the last after parties. So on the after party, Emily's dumb butt, and yes, I'm calling her dumb, um, was saying that yeah, she felt like Cameron should have been at the after party. So Keisha Knight was like, didn't he just have heart surgery? Isn't he recovering? And so she was like, yeah, but it's not like he's like doing anything. Like he didn't have to come drink. He could have just still been there. Like we're all getting together. It's the last get together. Like he could have came. So everybody's like, he had heart surgery. Like doesn't he have to recover? She's like, yeah, but he's not doing anything. Like he could just come down there. Everybody, Keisha Knight was looking at her like, woo. Everybody was looking at her like, because it was Michael, Becca, and Emily on the after party. Emily was y'all, she was chugging them drinks. I ain't gonna lie, she was chugging them drinks. And talk about Cameron could have came to the after party even though he was recovering from heart surgery. I was like, she just sound dumb. Like, girl, don't nobody want to come get into it with you? Because she wanted him at the bar to get into the mess. She wanted to do Claire's dirty work since Claire couldn't be there. Girl, bye. Cameron ain't studying, y'all. Ooh, no. So, anywho, Emily just wants to get the mess started, and I'm sick of it. And that's what Lifetime is doing. They're gonna keep making these scenes where Emily can get the mess started, and we don't care anymore. Like, I don't care about what happened to Becca and Emily and Claire. Like, Lauren, the only one. Now, Lauren only get into it when Orion addresses her, but she not getting into it with them white girls like that. Okay, she not. No offense to my white people who watch the reviews, but I'm just saying. Um, Anyway, so they all sitting and talking. They ask Chloe and Michael how they're doing. Are they still together? And they're like, yeah, we good. Their decision day is coming up. I think at this point they had like 4 days until decision day. And they said, they've had some things come up. They're trying to figure it out. Yeah, decision day is fast approaching. Now, I don't know how we got on the topic of well, Becca said, it's hard to see. I think this is how I got started. Becca said, it's hard to see Austin there, and she's still dealing with the emotions of that, and she, really tried her best. So she started crying in her confessional. She said she, wish she could have hugged him. Well, she did hug him, but she could have kissed him. She really misses him. All this stuff. I was like, girl, really? So then, I mean, I get it, girl. I guess so. Emily's like, girl, you don't give yourself enough credit. You tried really hard, and oh my gosh. And so then Emily said, she learned a lot about herself and how she really, tried to go through the process and put herself out there and blah blah blah. Austin gave his little blah 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 speech about the process too. And then Becca was like, we really want to shine a light on Lauren and make sure she is seen because, through this thing, she didn't get to go through the process with us because, her time was cut short. But, she sends us prayers and books and inspirational messages. So Emily was like, yeah, she didn't get to go through everything because, her time was cut short. But she be sending me books about stuff I didn't even know I needed help with. Like, she is a light. She's amazing. So then Lauren spoke and said that, with this process, she's learned a lot about herself. She was meant to go through it. She's happy she did. She said when it comes to her marriage and anything left of that, there is nothing left. There is no communication. There's no friendship. Nothing needs to be done. We're good. Okay. So she said all that. So Orion couldn't help himself. And then he had to pipe in and add to it and say, yeah, I just feel like, when it comes to the our marriage, something about their marriage, and I feel like that last text you communicated, you kind of made it unclear and all this stuff. So then they start going back and forth. Now Orion had no reason, in my opinion, to even speak up at this point. Like nobody was talking to you. I mean, they talking in the group, but like the girls are just giving their little reflections. You could have gave a reflection and kept it moving without bringing Lauren into it, but you chose to bring Lauren into it. That is what you got. Okay, so Orion's talking about him and Lauren and how for him, things just got difficult and he didn't understand, her last text and all this stuff. So she's saying, well, like, I'll feel some type of way because I'm sitting right here and you talking like this. And so she said, I sent that last text and you replied. It didn't require a reply. And so he said, Well, I was trying to make sense of it because felt like you were like psychoanalyzing and you were really just projecting. And he's like, that's why I said I wanted to take some time to reply to it. She was like, yeah, and you took like a week and you still hadn't replied by that time. And he was like, oh, it looks like you were really counting the days. Do y'all know? Woo, Lori, I know she was hot. She did get hot. Now Lauren did a very good job of keeping her cool for half of it. Okay. So then she was like, there's nothing left. Like every time, you try to say you're gonna do all these things and then you're not consistent. You get, even at the retreat, you gaslight me, you do all these things, you try to make it like, okay, maybe I should try, we should be friends. I try, then you don't show up, you don't do things, you keep have me on this emotional roller coaster. I get off, then you pull me back in, then I get back on, and I'm tired of it, right? So she is tired of it. So then the conversation keeps going. Somehow Emily gets on the topic of feeling like the men. Oh, Becca and Emily really were on the topic of feeling like the men shortchanged them out of the process, and they feel like the women feel like they were very focused on the process and they put marriage first, and that was priority for them. But then for the men, it was very one sided. It was all about how do things look on camera and off camera, and it was very much not the same energy. And Austin's like, well, no, like he spoke up for himself and what he feels like he tried in his marriage and all that. So then Emily starts to just bang, 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 and everybody, yeah, because you wanted to give up quick in your marriage, and then you just wanted to end things, and then you just wanted things the way you wanted them, and that's cool for y'all, but that was not cool for us girls. Like I feel like I forgot the word she used, but they basically feel like they were shortchanged and everything, right? And so I'm like, Emily, don't nobody care. Like like I told y'all before, I don't care about watching these bitter ladies sit around and talk about these men. I get it. All of them were trash. I'm not mad at that. But at this point, y'all looking like trash too. At this point. So then Orion spoke up. He was like, well, no, for me, it wasn't even like me giving a chance to process. He's like, I was uncomfortable. There was something I didn't like. And I had to set a boundary like from day two. So, I just didn't like I did not getting what I wanted. So I had to set the boundary from day two. So then Lauren, now this one, Lauren snapped. She said, she literally jerked her head, said, wait a minute, day two, you was done. Day two, you was done. She's like, okay, if that's the case, then you can leave. She's like, you can go. She's like, okay, day three, you was crying on my shoulder. Day four, you was saying you want me back. Day five, you was telling me you want to work it out. Day six, you said, I didn't have your back. So what did you talking about? She was going off on him. So then they was going back and forth. And she was like, if you talking about you wanted to go, you not getting what you want. She's like, then you could go. She's like, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. And I was like, well, she wanted to exit the bar. So then I was like, goodbye, Orion. Goodbye. I was with her. Okay, we was with our girl Lauren. And she's gonna be on the background of this video, but the picture wasn't coming in right for whatever reason. But anyway. So they got into it. So then Austin tried to pipe up and say something. I don't even know what he tried to say, but she's like, like stop interrupting me. She's like, did I interrupt you and Becca when y'all was getting into it? I don't never say no, interrupt. I don't be in all y'all mess. So I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. So she kept going on and on. Orion tried to say, oh no, but we can't even have a conversation because I'm trying to say this and that. She's like, no, you trying to elevate me every time, get me out of character and say that I'm doing all this when you're the one sitting here gaslighting me and doing all this. And she said, I'm feeling some type of way. I'm in my feelings right now. I'm feeling very much attacked and all this stuff. So then they going back and forth. And so then he finally did apologize. And on after party, Michael was like, I wish I could just pull Orion aside and say, like, just give up, like just stop. And so then he was like, at the end of the day, Ryan did finally finish it up and say, I feel like you are a wonderful person. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make you see the situation a different way. And I do tend to generalize things. I learned that in my reflections and all that. So Lauren looked so irritated. And when he first came in, he said he did not. They did not hug each other. And he said, hey, Lauren, she paid him dust. And when he started talking the first time, she rolled her eyes. And then Austin was trying to defend himself later on, talking about he was feeling personally attacked as well. So everybody feeling personally attacked tonight. So Austin told me, I thought we was just coming to reminisce on the good times. Like, I didn't come for all this. And I was with Austin. None of us came for all this, Austin. So then finally Emily, see, this is what Emily wanted, because when Lauren was going off like that, she was sipping her drink. This is what Emily wanted. Emily, you got to see you on it, girl. Good for you. So then they finally went back to check on Chloe and Michael and their decision day. And they're like, yeah, girl, you could join the club or start your own new journey. The shit want to be in your little bitter Betty club. Anyway, I was like, we tired of this. We is tired. Okay. We is tired. Emily also said something on the after party about Brennan should have came to the bar as well. Girl, you was pressed. Anyway, and then Michael did say, because Keisha Knight was like, well, how do y'all be feeling when y'all got to sit here in these moments with them, like the pizza party and at the bar? And he was like, yeah, there's just times when me and Chloe whisper to each other, like, we need to get out of here. And that's what I said on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Brandy Vaughn or X, whatever y'all want to call it. I said, Chloe and Michael do not need to be around all this negative energy from these bitter people, okay? They do not need to be around all this negative energy. And you know who bitter number one is? Is Emily. Bitter number two is Becca. Bitter number three is Claire. Actually, Claire might be number one. Anyway, Becca, you know, the next day she called her mama. I don't know who she called, crying, talking about she saw Austin. She wanted to kiss him. She wanted to be with him. And she's like, maybe part of my anxiety is the reason why we didn't work out. Maybe this and that. But the mom, I think it was the mom, was like, oh, okay, but didn't you say like there are certain things you just couldn't move forward on, right? And she was like, yes. She's like, okay, well, that's your answer. Like, you don't need to be tripping. And so she was saying like, you know, she couldn't put up with his lying. So she in her confession was saying like, you know, I know Austin's gonna make such a great husband and he's such a wonderful person. He deserves all that. And I wish, you know, I was going to be his person, but I do need someone who's, you know, going to be honest and all this stuff. And I'm like, girl, if he lies so much, then why are you saying you want to be with him? I get it though. Like you feel like somebody has all these qualities that you want, but then they are lacking in this other way. So I do kind of get her on that part of it. I totally get that actually. Um, but Becca, girl, just let him go, girl. Let him go. We also see Michael meet up with his friend. Don't remember the friend's name, but it's the only married friend in Denver. And the friend gave him good advice, said, like, okay, aren't there good things you like about Chloe? Focus on that. Michael said that's not the issue, it's like the good things in the relationship. And the friend could tell he's overthinking, and the friend was saying, like, I think you should say yes. Like he's like, you gotta put yourself out there, you gotta be vulnerable and all this stuff. And so Michael is in his head a lot right now, you could tell. So I kind of was not surprised about his decision day answer because it was the writing was on the wall the last few episodes. Um Becca gets the girls together to do this photo shoot because she want all the girls to feel seen and sexy and get back to themselves. So they got to share what they don't like about themselves, what they like about themselves. Becca's self-conscious about her stomach because the surgery she had. She's still not comfortable showing it. Side note, the lingerie Becca had on, she said that was what she's gonna wear for Austin. That's what she had in her hand where she asked him, do you want me to come with you to that football player's room? And that's what Austin passed up. Now we didn't see that on camera, but yeah, he didn't like that lady. So anywho, I forgot what Becca said she liked about her body. Maybe it was her eyes or something. I don't know. Emily said she didn't like her wide hips. And I was like, girl, where the hips wide at? Where? But she likes the overall shape of her body. I guess, girl. Claire said she didn't like her saggy boobs, but she likes her legs. She feels like she got a lot of power in her legs and she be doing her squats. I bet you do, girl. Lauren said she's always been self-conscious about her butt because she feels like in the Black community, like maybe she don't have enough butt, but then in other spaces, non-Black spaces, you know, the butt might be too big, so she don't ever know. I'm like, Lauren, your butt look good, girl, whether you with the Black people or not. Your body looks good, girl. Don't be tripping. So she says she loves her brown skin and she loves the skin she's in. Good for you, Lauren. Now the photo shoot was cute. You know, that was cute or whatever. Lauren, your pictures was the best, girl. You were giving it, okay. But yeah, you know, they's having a little girl power moment. Okay, girl. Chloe and Michael go away to this little cabin thing behind me and they talk about decision day and how it's gonna be. And Michael said, you know, he never thought about the sacrifices of marriage and the things he's gonna have to do and all that. And y'all, they just talking about the same old, really. Same old, same old. Nothing new to see here. Um, what's her name? Chloe had told her friend about when, Michael woke up in the middle of the night the last episode to say that he got his doubts. But they're basically going their separate ways to their apartments so they can have like self-reflection time. I think it's like the night before decision day or something like that. Um so then decision day comes. Now Michael comes, and I wish I had the picture on here, but Michael comes in this suit with these shorts on. And when I seen Michael in them shorts, I said, he's saying no because it's giving unserious Michael. I'm okay with your style. I could even grow okay to be with the skirts and the pearls and the earrings of it all. Not my style for my man, but it looked good on you, Michael. Like only you can do what you do, right? But when you came in them shorts, no, that was tacky. That was not giving fashion. That was giving, I'm coming here to play all day. That's what it was giving. And that's exactly what you did. So now Chloe came in her banging pink dress. Even the experts was like, look at her walking like a model. So anyway, experts were sitting down. They was looking defeated as hell. They was like, oh, can't believe we doing this again. It's twice around, but here we go. So Dr. Pepper looked stressed in her face. They talking about, how they seem promising, but then it seemed like some things got in the way. But they do. Dr. Pia said they are one of the more mature couples, which they are. They definitely have better communication, right? And so Pastor Cal's like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. He take off his glasses, rubbing his eyes. He threw. So they came. They going over the good times. Y'all know they do the little packages. So Chloe ultimately says yes. She said there's a lot of things. So before they got started with the decision, they're just talking about what's working for them, their communication, all that, and the things that are not working. And Chloe's saying, having a sanctuary, an animal sanctuary, and adopting all the kids she wants, may be overwhelming for somebody else. And she always thought about it for herself and not in a we. And so Dr. Pepper was like, well, maybe like these dreams for your life, they don't have to be like requirements. So Dr. Pepper, she was like trying to help them get to it. And Michael was being very logical about things, and Pastor Cal was saying, like, you speak with a lot of logic, like you need to get out your head. You guys don't need to keep putting logic to this thing. How about let's talk about what you're feeling? And Dr. Pia pointed out the fact that Michael was holding Chloe's hand, and he didn't even realize it, that like every time she was speaking, he was like looking at her and holding her hand and all that. And he spoke some things very highly about her. And Dr. Pia was like, did you see the smile on her face like when you said that? And asked, Chloe how she felt about all that. And she felt good about it. And Dr. Pia was also telling them like they need to get out of their heads and not worry about some of that other stuff. So Dr. Pepper was like, okay, let's get to decision day. Because Dr. Pepper was looking tired. She's looking tired. She's like, let's wrap this up. So Chloe said, yes, she's willing to see where it goes. Michael did all this around the Mulberry Bush talk about how he didn't know marriage was going to be like this and he wants to give it all. And he did all this speech. I was like, what are you talking about? And then they went to commercial. They came back. I said, I already know he's saying no because y'all dragging it out. So eventually he did say no. He didn't feel like he was ready to basically give him he didn't have 100% to give to the marriage, basically. And they did talk about how in the beginning they were, being so in the moment. And I maybe spoke about it on the after part, I can't remember, but they were focused on being in the moment, that they weren't really checking in about the feelings they were having and red flags and things like that. Pastor Cal was like, dang, okay, so I'm not disappointed. Like we all had hope for you. Like Keisha and I said, we were rooting for you. And we were rooting for Chloe and Michael. We had some hope, but they quickly went away. And the experts was crying, y'all. They was crying. I said they crying because they didn't have no successful couples this time around. That's why they crying. That's exactly why they crying. They's like, we done effed up in Denver. Y'all did. And y'all do not come to me with the BS next season. Do not. I don't even know. I can't even promise y'all I will review Maps again next season. I can't promise y'all. I'll check it out. I'll see how it is, but I doubt it. Like this was torture. This was pure torture. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode in the comments. Michael said no. Chloe said yes. I think Chloe was kind of relieved Michael said no, though. I ain't gonna lie. I think she used all that foster kid and animal sanctuary stuff to push him away personally. Like she's upset, but she ain't that upset. She all right. I think Chloe also was just going through the motions, child. She's doing something to be doing it. And whatever, girl. Anyway, don't join them bitter Betties over there, Emily, Claire, and Becca. Don't go join them. No, you can hang out with Lauren because Lauren ain't on that tip. But girl, don't join them other heifers. Um, yeah, and the after party, we touched a little bit on the after party, y'all. If there was anything else, I feel like there was something else good for an after party, but I can't remember it. Oh, I know what it was. I just remember because Keisha Knight brought up with the whole thing with Brendan and Cameron going on a double date that Brendan and Cameron were talking about in the last after party, and how they said that Brennan that they were trying to use that to cover up for the fact that Emily cheated. So then Emily would not answer the question, right? So she kept saying, "Oh, it's just funny how they're trying to say that." And da 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 da. And so Keisha Knight is like, "Okay, but you're not answering the question." And then she's like, "Well, I'm getting there." And then she's like, "Yeah, because I know that Brennan was texting Claire's cousin in the hot tub." And I'm like, well, Claire clearly is in on it because if that's her cousin, like, girl, stop. So then, like, none of this makes sense at this point. And Emily and Claire, y'all liars. Like, Brennan got his faults. Cameron definitely got his faults too. Brennan really got his faults. But Emily and Claire's hands are not clean. They are not clean. So then eventually Emily was like, yeah, I did make the Australian guy kissed me. She was trying not to own it. She's trying her hardest not to own it, y'all. She's like, yeah, the Australian guy did kiss me at the bar. And if you want to consider that cheating, then yeah, I guess it is cheating. Yeah, girl, it's cheating. At the end of the day, it's cheating. Now, whether we mad at you or not, we not mad at you because Brendan was trash. But girl, just own it. Just say you did it. But yeah, so Keisha Knight looked like she has so much to say, but she couldn't say because she has to remain so unbiased. Like she can't get into it with them like she really want to sometimes. Like every now and then she will, but she really can't. But I was like, Emily, girl, just stop. Just stop. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought of the episode. So next week they just doing like a cast tell all with some old cast members. We are not reviewing that or talking about that. And actually that's the perfect break I needed because I know next Wednesday I have my meeting and I think we're going out for that particular meeting. So that works out perfectly for our schedule over here. So in 2 weeks, we will do the reunion. I think it's a two-parter. Yeah, but it's gonna be explosive because Cameron about to load the clip on him again. So I'm excited for that. I know Emily gonna get the mess started too. So I am interested in the reunion, y'all. We may go live for the reunion. We may do that. No promises yet, but we may go live for the reunion. I know Ready to Love is their finale is this Friday. Let's do a little housekeeping while we talking about it. So we do got Bold and Bougie tomorrow. Ready to Love. I will be on location, so I will either do it where I'm at, or I will wait till I get back and do it, and it will be late on Sunday. I haven't decided yet, y'all. But y'all will just look for it, turn your notifications on. Love and Marriage DC. I don't know if I'll do them this week, y'all. You know, I was tired last week, especially with Winter and her little fan trying to come at me on X, aka Twitter, about something that I didn't even say. Trying to reword what I even said. Like that ticked me off. So that's why y'all didn't get a Love and Marriage DC review last week. I may come back to it this week. No promises. I for sure will do Love and Marriage DC reunion though. If I don't do no more episodes, I will definitely do the reunion for Love and Marriage DC. We also got Summer House Martha's Vineyard. That will probably be Monday night. Because I gotta watch it on the Peacock. And yeah, I think that's all we got going on, y'all. But anyway, like I said, turn your bell notifications so you will make sure you are aware when we do the upload, y'all. Next time y'all see you tomorrow, I have my lashes and everything done. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, but it's nice to have a little lash break sometime. I know y'all ladies understand. Because then you can really rub your eyes like It's Rocks would say. Anyway, y'all, I'm just rambling. I need to go to bed. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to y'all again very soon. All right, bye.